I robbed my stepdad and my mom blind like 7 times. To go from you're a piece of shit, I never want to talk to you again, to now anytime anything happens, I'm the first phone call you make. A woman that I had no relationship with because I wasn't paying child support. I come into this program, I get a job, I show up for work every day, I get a promotion, I get a raise, I pay my child support, I pay off $250,000 in back child support. Now all of a sudden we're co-parenting. Now all of a sudden, anytime anything happens in her life, hey, what do you think about this? And like something goes on, she calls me. I'm like, dude, I'm not a fucking therapist. She's like, dude, you got more life experience than anyone I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it didn't come easy. She's like, believe me, I get it, buddy. But now tell me what to do. And I'm like, I can't tell you what to do. Let me ask you some questions to get to that point, right?
Exactly.
I'll do one better. My 5 years sober almost. My stepdad died. My dad died. My business went bankrupt. And I lost my marriage. Dad had a good run. Marriage wasn't meant to be. I robbed my stepdad and my mom blind like 7 times. I stole my dad's life savings in active addiction. I get sober and I start to change the person that I am. And they're like, oh, we don't care about the money. Just keep doing what you're doing, right?
I know. I've heard that before too.
But it's more than that, right? Because like they watch my life on social media. I call consistently. I show up. I take my fiance at the time home so she can meet my family prior to us getting married. I get the chance to go to have breakfast with my stepdad, this guy that I robbed, cleaned out, fought with in his front yard. After this guy made a decision to marry a woman who had a bunch of kids and loved those kids as his own, and I treated him so poorly. Right? I get sober and I go to make these amends. I go to change my behavior, not mumble I'm sorry, to show up as a different person. I go to breakfast with my dad because that's what he is at this point in my life. Like he's my dad. And he's where I got my insane love of motorcycles. I was fortunate enough I got two because I have my father and I have my dad. And we go to breakfast and it's his favorite breakfast spot. And we go to breakfast with all these people. And he's like, this is my son, Josh. They're like, oh, the one that owns the body shop in Florida that builds amazing hot rods and motorcycles? My dad's like, yeah. And introduces me to all these people, right? Just because I made a few changes in my life that no one saw. No one saw the countless guys that go to 3 o'clock in the morning to take the detox, or the fact that like these phones don't stop ringing, right? And I do these things and I get this life and I'm able to be a son that I should have always been to this guy who didn't have to love me but did anyway.